Hi there, and welcome to my world of different thoughts and beliefs. My name is Joseph Starman, and I'm going to be using this website in the coming weeks and months to tell the world some very special and important messages that will be prophecies. They are to be given to me from light beings from the stars. But before I say any more, I feel I need to tell you a little about myself, and then more each time I come to tell you what will happen in the future. The photos you see are my own photos taken while on my travels. They include a few of myself, but in the coming weeks I will be putting up videos of myself reading the prophecies once they have been given to me. So what of me? Well, all my life I have had psychic abilities, and at the moment these abilities are being used to write messages from other worlds, other than the place so many call spirit or spirit world. I also have many messages from famous people who once lived on Earth, and I have also written many messages from high beings, and have been writing all these types of messages for the last 12 years or so. All the beings that I write with call their world the sublime, so these are the words you will hear when I speak of these things. These words, the sublime, cover all the space that is not of earth. Many of my messages have been for my own use and help, but quite a few I have read to others. I have also written prophecies that tell of the far future of mankind, and I am told by the high beings that these will be read by the world before they come true. All through these years I have been going through changes in so many different ways that can be read about on my own website. But since last July 2011 I have been going through an amazing vibrational change, and it is to do with the many great changes that are now affecting not just me, but many other humans, and also planet Earth itself. The Earth, if you didn't know, is raising its vibration, and this is having such a great effect on the weather, and I am told will only get worse. These vibrational changes are also affecting the moon, the sun, and all the other planets in our solar system, for they are also raising their vibrations. My own changes have become even stronger in the last few months, and even more so since the end of last April. So much so that I am now in some place in my mind and thought process that I had no idea even existed. And into this wonderful place of peace and understanding I have a much clearer and stronger contact with the light beings that I write with. They have told me so many wonderful things, but the two messages I have just been given, although not prophecies, convey a different kind of message and a different way for me to interact with them. So at their suggestion I have come to this website for the first time to put on it prophecies that will come true within a few weeks or a month or so. So to start my website off, I am putting here two messages that these light beings gave me a few days ago. Within the first message you will hear the instructions they wish me to carry out and why. Then in the second message they talked about the young people of planet Earth. Once I get the first prophecy I will put it here to be read by the world. I feel that it is going to be very different to anything written before by others or myself. These light beings even tell me in the one message why they wish to do this, and it is quite an eye-opener, to say the least. One last thing, they also say they are going to put within some of their new messages understanding for mankind, so that really should help all those who take it in. So here are the two messages from the star beings. Joseph, over the coming weeks, we from the stars are going to give you prophecies to tell the world. But these prophecies, Joseph, must be told as soon as they are written. They must be put on the internet and on your own website. Also the spiritual website you use and on the one called YouTube. On this one, Joseph, you could read our words to the world and even show yourself on video reading them. And you will be very surprised at the impact you will have on a waiting world. Joseph Starman, you wonder still how even after being told so many times how we can talk to you in such a clear way, and to also know in such detail about your world. Well, Joseph, it is us star beings that have helped mankind since they were put on planet Earth. Yes, that's right. Just as you have been told many times before, mankind were put on Earth long ago, and we have helped them ever since. But we do not wish to go into any more detail about this at this time in this communication, but as you prefer to call it, a message. But we must explain to you and to the world, for most of mankind will in one way or another get to read or hear all you have written. And we star beings have given mankind all the technology they have at the moment. We have also made sure that all the right people were born at the right time to be in the right place, now at this time. And Joseph, they and all other things are or will be in place for when things really do start to move forward. But again, we do not wish to go any further with this explanation, but now come back to how we wish you to proceed. Joseph, our words will be your prophecies and must be made public by putting them on the internet as soon as you can after writing them. These prophecies, Joseph, you will be surprised to know will come true within weeks or a month or two of making them known, and this will help you to move forward. You question this, for you always believed and thought you would go somewhere else first, and you were right in these feelings, because this is what we have told you all along. But things change, time and destinations change, and people. Also situations and events change all the time. We are not saying that you are going somewhere will not happen. And we are not saying you will not go there first, but the priority now is to get our words, your prophecies, out to the world as soon as they are written. So it is suggested, Joseph, that you make ready with all and every avenue that is available, so that when the time comes you can do what we wish you to do without any problems or hold-ups. Joseph, you wonder in your mind why this is so urgent, so we will tell you the truth. It is not urgent in the way you would see it, for it was all planned for right on time in the right place. We are trying to put into your mind that it needs to be made public as quickly as possible because of the content and also the new understanding some of the messages will contain. Joseph, this is a time of great wonder and importance for all of mankind, and also for you. One last thing, Joseph, and it is very important. Our words, your prophecies, need to go public to help counteract, as you say, all the rubbish there is out there with regards to what is happening on Earth. And even today you said to your friend, you wonder where it all comes from. Do they make it up, or is it given to them? For it is not the truth as you know it. Joseph, it is a bit of both, and it does no one any good, and is of no help for anyone to believe such things. So we star beings wish to counteract this, so we will give and tell you things that will make people take notice of you. But when and how you will do anything else will be just as it is already planned for. What we are asking of you adds nothing and takes nothing away, but it will help you to become more of what you wish to be. This will give you a good platform and will make you well known to many people the world over. And who knows what links can be made from such exposure. We will come again very soon. Love to you, Joseph Starman, and all mankind, from the 7 stars in the night sky. So this is the second message from the star beings, and in it they tell us where they are and the name that we here on earth know them by. But please bear in mind that these words are just how they come into my head. I don't hear the words as if they are spoken. They just seem to be there and I can write them down. To me it's like taking dictation. 7 stars are we, seen from earth in the night sky, and known to mankind as the 7 sisters. And many in the past of mankind used to believe this was the place they went to when they died. And many of mankind even today believe that long ago they came here, and even now that beings of light come from these stars to help mankind. Joseph, this is all true, and now we call to you from so far away, but it is in your mind that you hear the words we say. It is through thought transference, and is done in an instant, for there is no time in the sublime, so there are no great distances as you know them, and we can, if we wish, link with you any time that we wish. And Joseph, it was planned that we now link with you and a few others on planet Earth to explain in a clear and true way what mankind are going to go through. We told you last evening of your Earth time how we will tell you prophecies, but for now we come to tell you other things. Joseph, high vibrations now come together, and it do change on Earth the weather. These higher vibrations do also start to change the conscious and subconscious thoughts of mankind. These changes that are going on are especially very strong in the younger people of your world, and some are saying the forgotten generation, but nothing could be further from the truth, for we high beings have not forgotten them, for they are all in the right place, doing the right things, all at the right time, as planned long ago. All over your world, in one way or another, they are bringing in the changes that your world so desperately needs, and has been asking for by mankind for so long. These young people are helping to change your world by marching all over the world to show their discontent and displeasure at their leaders and elders. They march against all that is wrong within every government on planet Earth. Corruption and self-interest. The rich and powerful have only ever thought of themselves, and they still do. They are at this very time trying to maintain their positions, but they face a losing battle, for the young people have different thoughts on how to do things, and these young people, just as you have been saying for a long time, these young people will get jobs and positions in major companies and in governments, and will in quite a short time change the way things are run. This process cannot be stopped or changed, because they were born to do this. They have chosen to do this, and they will succeed, because it is planned that they will succeed. These young people have brought to Earth all the new technology and telecommunications you have, and they have brought to Earth the internet and mobile phones. This has given them already the means to change the world in which you live. They are already talking to each other, and they can tell and show what is happening right away from anywhere in the world, just as it is happening. They are even at this time dying to help bring in the changes in so many different countries. In some it is against their governments, and in other countries it is to stop the religious dogma. And we tell you now, they will succeed on all fronts. They will succeed, and your world will change for the better. This, Joseph, is how it will be done by the young people, but it will take time. It cannot happen overnight, but gradually it will come about. But through this time it will cause many problems all over the world, and even in what you call the West. even these governments will turn against their people. For they live in the old ways, and they will try to maintain the way they see it should be, and to refuse to see it can be a different and better way. So the truth of the matter is this, Joseph. The changes that are happening will cause worldwide problems for quite a while, but will work out well for all concerned. One last main point that is of great interest to so many at this time. In December 2012 Earth time, there will be no end of the world. It will just be a movement from one vibration to a higher one, a new beginning for all of mankind. Many will feel nothing and wonder what all the fuss was about, but this time is all to do with the vibrations of the human. It will have an effect on some and a great effect on others, and in them it will change their thought process almost overnight. In one way it is an end of the old ways, and a beginning of the new ways, and may we say, happy days. We will come again soon. Love and light to you and all mankind, from 7 stars in the night sky. Well, there you are, 2 messages from beings that come from the stars, that have been talking to me off and on for about 7 or 8 years now. I will be back with their prophecies and also some of their other messages. For now, love and light to all, from Joseph Starman.